we touched on before we went to break, one of the photographers that you weren't certain that you were going to be able to find turned out to be quite the find for you. Tell us a little bit about Bob Jackson.
This is maybe one of the most amazing parts of this whole journey. When you do a book, you never know, exactly where it's going to lead. But I found that all the best photos of Jim's early career as a racer seemed to be taken by the same guy. Most of these races were small races and these airport courses, impromptu, unsanctioned in some cases, things in the Southwest. So there weren't a lot of media. There wasn't a lot of photographers. But whenever I found a great shot of that early part of his career, it seemed to be by a guy named Bob Jackson. Well, this is the mid to late 50s. And I'm thinking, well, if he was a professional photographer then, he's probably long gone. And I'm just trying to find his archive. And I talked to person after person there are a few people that are still around from back in that era. Did you know Bob Jackson and whatever happened to his archive? And I got to maybe the last person, literally, that I thought might know. And Jim, of course, knew him, but hadn't talked to him in 40 or 50 years like some of these other people. And I said, hey, and this was my friend, and Jay Miller, said, by the way, Bob Jackson, photographer, do you have any idea what happened to his photo archive? And there was a long pause. This was on the phone. Goes, something happened to Bob?
Oh, no.
And I'm like, wait. Bob is still around? He's like, oh, yeah, no, Bob, I talked to him 2 or 3 times. You're a great guy. So I'm thrilled because I'm going to be able to get access, hopefully, to these wonderful photos of Jim's early career. And in fact, the cover shot, that portrait of Jim on the cover of Texas Legend, was shot by Bob Jackson. And I'm thanking Jay profusely, and I'm hanging up the phone, and he goes, wait, you do know who Bob Jackson is, right? I'm like, oh, you know that photo of Jack Ruby shooting Lee Harvey Oswald? Yeah. That's Bob Jackson. And so 5 or 10 minutes later, I'm talking to the guy who not only took wonderful early photos of Jim, but took that Pulitzer Prize winning photo, that amazing photo that all of us know, and it is just imprinted on our brains.
Absolutely. And is it folklore, or is it true that when the minute he showed the first reporter that picture, the guy said, congratulations on your Pulitzer Prize?
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Bob was in the motorcade in Dallas on Friday, saw the barrel of Oswald's rifle sticking out of the 6th-floor window briefly, came home that day. He had nothing. And no one really had anything of the assassination, but he's feeling like, oh my God, this was the biggest news event that I'm probably ever going to be there live for. I have nothing. On Sunday, his editor instructs him to go over and take a perp walk photo of Oswald getting transferred. He takes that shot, and this is back in the day. This was film camera.
Right.
There wasn't. He went back to the newspaper and was in the darkroom developing these pictures. That people had said, "Do you have something? Do you have something?" He said, "I think so. I'm not sure."
Wow.
And these weren't motor drives or anything. And when he came out with a print, everyone came, and one of them said, "Congratulations on Pulitzer Prize."
Wow.
And they were right.
You've been listening to the Classic Auto Mall Show with your host, Stewart Howden.